Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. I'm back home. Been a great weekend. I'll do a couple of videos about that later, but yeah, fantastic weekend. Interesting car journey home. Took us all the way over to Leeds, then down the M1 instead of going the M6 and A50 route. But yeah, got home. Although I've got to say, them roads, it's like a fucking racing track. I'm going at 70 and it's and then all of a sudden speed cameras, and all of a sudden everyone's where's all these cars come from? All at the side of me. It's funny, isn't it? So today, Brewdog's Triple Hazy, a 9.5% battering ram of a beer. And I've got to say, first off, a big thank you to everyone out there in YouTube land for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. Didn't think that point had ever come. I was going to try and do a live review, but I think you have to get over 1,000 and then a bit more for you to be able to do that review. I've looked on the things. I don't understand why myself. I've got nothing. I've never had any complaints against the channel. So and I'm all verified and genuinified and all that. So I generally think it's something to do with you. Because obviously if you get above 1,000 and it slips 998 the next day, then obviously you're not fulfilling their targets. I presume that's what it is. But hey, as soon as we will. We'll do a few beer reviews, get it going, get it ready for that night, then I can review that little behemoth behind me. Look at that. Oh, massive tropical aromas. And it's Triple Hazy. And yeah, it's very hazy. Good carbonation and lacing on the inside. Yellow golden pour, white head. Massive tropical and hoppy aromas. So it says here, this 9.5% behemoth of a beer was meant to be a one-off to celebrate our recent AGM. Taking Hazy Jane to a whole new level. This triple New England IPA is our octane slow motion roller coaster of hoppiness, smooth and opulent, and so hoppy it is almost silly. This may just be a big sipper that is destined for a comeback. Oh. After 2.5 hours of driving, I bloody need it. We hit a brick in our car in Ilkeston. Didn't see the bloody brick in the middle of the road. Twatted this brick. And now when you go over bumps, it kind of planes. And it's ever such a strange feeling. We've had mechanics look around the car. Nothing wrong with your car. But we can feel it. And these are good mechanics as well. They're obviously not going to be in the car when this certain thing happens. And you going up on the motor, going up and coming back, when you go over certain things, it feels ever so strange. And with me suffering from anxiety, fucking hell, I got up there on Friday night and I was anxious to hell as I got there. And then the same coming back. I mean, I've actually pushed myself this weekend, but I'll talk about that in another video because I want to do a review of both the Blue Hotel there, Big Blue Hotel, that's what it's called, and Pleasure Beach as well. 2 different videos over the next 2 nights. So I won't talk about them, but I will talk about thanking people. Thanks to everyone on the channel. I went through a tough year, roller coaster year somewhat, and yeah, roller coaster year, and to come out the other side, not 100% spot on, but you know, pretty close. And it's amazing, you know, I went through dark times to come to lighter times, and today pushed myself to, even though I was absolutely shitting myself in the queue, to go on a ride, and I did it, and it was all good. But I'll talk about that another day. But yeah, let's talk about this. Oh, I'm so ready for a beer. Explosion in your mouth of tropical taste, good complexities there as well. There's more there than what it's letting you know there is. And on the back it says Vermont Vapor Trail. This little fella was £4 from Morrison's, but like we all know, those of us that follow the trade know that from your brewery shop it's going to be more than £4 because the brewery shop are selling it in packs of 1 or anything up to 4 or 5. Morrison's, Tesco's, all them shops, they'll be buying this in 100,000 or something big anyway, so they'll be able to force the price off them down to a level that they can sell and make a profit in the shop, because they've still got to make a profit to sell it. You don't sell anything to not make a profit, and that's why they get it cheaper. Yeah, it's unfair, but then again, you know, they know they're getting X amount of sales from that stock, which is good for Brewdog, good for all companies. Northern Monk, you know, they've done well out of this recent beer festival. And bugger me, tomorrow, not only have we got that, but tomorrow, and it's already into today, it's already been in the shops today, some of these new Tesco ones. Tesco's have got a craft beer update. Jesus Christ, talk about fleecing the good old beer drinkers. But hey oh, new beers are new beers, aren't they? Oh, I will get onto some of these at some stage. Nice, fizzy, lovely on the tongue, good flavour. Not all about the ABV to start with, because it is 9.5%. Whereas last night I drank the Northern Monk one, which is 9%. You'll see it in a previous review. Drank that last night. The ABV was quite present at the start. Good flavour though, good taste, but the ABV was there. You know, it was giving you a right good kick in the nads. This, the ABV is not there at the beginning, and to be honest, tonight I'm having a shitload of beer because I'm going to get to sleep tonight. I had no bloody sleep, proper sleep last 2 nights. I'm absolutely, and even now I've done 2 days on the theme park, 2 nights not getting to sleep, and but still full of energy. I mean, I could have carried on tonight, but the drive home, 2 and 3/4 hour drive home does take it out of you. Just starting to get that ABV now. It's just starting to kick in. Great taste, great aroma though. I mean, I've reviewed Hazy Jane. That was a good beer, 7.2% or thereabouts. And again, this. Oh, and with the weather we're having. I mean, I was at Blackpool Friday night, windy as hell, freezing, and yeah, it wasn't nice. You felt fucking hell. It was supposed to be nice this weekend. Saturday, got up. Peed it down Saturday night in the morning. I know this because I was waiting for the mobile phone to upload. So I did a couple of videos, 2 or 3 videos off the mobile phone. The first 2 of it stood up like that way, and then the last one, a couple last night, that way. The ones last night showed up as in widescreen, so that's something for me to note. But although I'm getting a brand new phone anyway, 3rd new phone in just over a year and a half. Although the little one's having this phone, so he'll love this phone. Good little Samsung for him. But yeah, I lost the plot there. Yeah, it was interesting to see the concept. So when I do the live YouTube review, I'm probably going to do it in the house. Reason being, in the house I've got Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's stronger than this mobile signal. But I'll know that after I've done a few reviews in the shed, and I'll know how long I can take the review to. Because to be honest, doing a YouTube review in the shed is brilliant for me, because it's live for one, bit of interaction. I'm going to set up a new thing so it's there, put a beam down from the ceiling with something extruding so you can see the bare wall. You can see me, you know, not that you really want me, but, and I can see the writing, hopefully it shows up as writing. Otherwise I'm going to have to buy a tablet and do it that way. I wonder if Samsung tablets, you can do it with them, like them, the £159 job is. That might be a thing for my wife to get me for Christmas, or my family to get me as a present. Yeah, because they've got cameras on, so that could be an interesting thing, because there's only so many beers you need in your life. Well, I'm always up for a few more, you know. Especially when I'm off for Christmas. You know, there's going to be beer reviews going in by the one-o. I don't care when it's Christmas, when I'm off, because, you know, you're there. It's something to do in the daytime when you're doing no. Obviously, Brewdog brought out this fella, but they also brought out Jackhammer, and that's a 7.2% as well. Both £4. So, yeah, like I already explained about the price. The price is the price is. You know, you either buy it or you don't. You know, we've all got that choice inside of us. For the poorer of us, there was some beers in the £4 for £6 category. So, I mean, I only get these because I do my little gardening jobs. If it was to come out my normal wages, we wouldn't do it, because, in fact, there wouldn't be a quarter of these beers on the wall, simply because, obviously, family comes above anything else, you know, in life. Don't take money out, don't take food off the kids to get beers. Jesus Christ, no. I'm the other way around. I skint myself to get them the best presents, but presents that they know, not what we can afford, the best that we can afford. We do not ever put ourselves in debt to get presents. Never. It's a false economy. You put yourself in debt and you've got to spend all the year paying for that debt. It's just a false economy, you know, don't do it. Explain to your kids that you're going to get them the best what you can afford, and they'll appreciate you for it. 99% of kids will. Good kids will. I'm a dad, and 3 kids, great kids, all different, you know, but as a family, super strong family. Yeah. God, I'm loving for that and all. So my first triple IPA. Triple Hazy, it is a triple IPA, isn't it? I am right, yeah. And what a little beauty. 9.5%. We're talking, yeah, good ABV. Some nice complexities. I don't know, I think it must be a personality thing, and we've all got our own, what we like and what we don't like, and what we find to be the best, our top 10s, and now not top 10s. And it is nice, but it's, if I was to put it against King Goblin would win, even though King Goblin's only 6.6%. But we're not reviewing this on its own, and for what it is, it's a damn good beer. And I've got to say, going down a treat. Whoa. So, you've heard me rattle. Great aroma, great taste. I'll not go through all the colours again, you've already heard me say that. The ABV hasn't hit me yet, which is strange because it is 9.5%, they don't lie. But in all of our palates, some alcohol we can drink that just doesn't hit you until later, until half an hour later. Then you think, Jesus, where'd that come from? And this, I think, is one of those. It's going to hit me in a bit. It'll probably hit me in about 5 minutes when I do my next beer review. Sneaky little beer review, you know how it is. But yeah, out of 5 then, 4.55 out of 5. Definitely worth trying, if not for the ABV alone. Whoa, £4 in shops. You would pay at, I would presume, any of these beer shop retailers, £6-7 plus. You're going to pay at the Brewdog shop, I would think £5.50, something like that, I would think. So, you know, get it where you can. And I think that's where supermarkets are going now. They're refreshing their range often, anything from 3 to 6 month refreshment of craft beer range. Usually the craft beers, not so much the bottled beers, but certainly the craft beers. Refreshing that range and bringing new brewers into it, introducing you to new brewers, And it's good because it, obviously Brewdog are probably one of the pioneer brewers, but it's bringing a lot of people in. And the good thing I like these days, and it warms my heart, is the likes of the big breweries supporting the breweries that to them that aren't, you know, well and truly in the craft beer trade and go drinking at little micro pubs, don't know about these breweries. So them doing collaboration brews, bringing them into the fold, it's great. One supporting the other in an industry that's, you know, saw a lot of a struggle this year with COVID. Going to see a struggle for the next year or two, adapting to the new normal, which I named for Boxstein Brewery just in case. They haven't sent me a can yet or a bottle to review, but I'd love them to. But that's another thing. But anyway, yeah, it's very interesting. So that's this beer review out of the way. Cracker of a beer, loved it. And on to the next. A couple of beer reviews. Jobs are good. Right, see you in a minute. Cheers.